Hey everyone, this is your cncHD and welcome back to the Mirror Tournament. In today's match we are looking at the 1v1 between sCuBa and FunKyPanDa. Panda is starting as the nuke and sCuBa as well, because this is the Mirror Tournament, of course. Both players have to start with the nuke mirror, because nuke mirror is the first match in the Mirror Tournament in the first round. Okay, so let's see what the players are doing. The map is plant waste, and we have these two beautiful oil derricks. In the middle we have oil refinery on each side and a supply on each side. The map is symmetrically, and we also have free supply sources the players can get money from in the beginning. And this is the fourth one, and in addition to that also oil derricks, so lots of cash here to grab. We can see that sCuBa, our expert player, is going for double supply, airfield and a barracks. Really like to see that stuff, because in a nuke mirror Helix is always the best choice. And let's see what FunKyPanDa has as a counter. He has a double war factory. Let's hope for him that he is pumping out double Gatling, otherwise he is going to lose that match very quickly. And we see a Battlemaster for a Panda. On the other side, sCuBa is moving towards the middle. He is securing the buildings in the middle, and I think he is going to build a war factory here directly in the middle. Let's see. No third supply yet for sCuBa, so he is playing it safe, not going for a cash boost in the beginning. And we have two barracks now for sCuBa. He boxed that one in, so a sneaky Battlemaster is not getting in to harass the supply trucks. Listing outpost here, the usual thing in a nuke mirror. And there's a bunker. A bunker went up in the middle, and the dozer is not... now the dozer is being shot at, and dozer gone, and that means sCuBa only one dozer left. He's building the war factory, and Panda. Still no Gatling out for Panda. The third supply center is going up for Panda, and the Helix, there's the Helix, and I think, yeah, FunKyPanDa is seeing that thing, so the Gatlings now rolling out of the war factory. There they are, two coming out directly. So sCuBa messed that up in the beginning. He didn't went in with that thing, and so that gives him a disadvantage, because he spent a lot of cash on that thing, and he is also now losing his supply trucks. So very unfortunate here for sCuBa. Panda putting up a good aggression here in the beginning. He has secured this building, and he is sitting on 3,000 cash with 3 supply centers. sCuBa on the other hand has the middle under his control. He's going for the oil derricks. Still has no upgrade yet, but there it is. Capture building upgrade, there it is. He's now going for the 2 oil derricks, which will give him an immense boost of cash. So Panda is going to be wise to destroy these oil derricks, and there is the dragon tank. He is going to deny that, but be careful of that bunker. But dragon tanks have an immense armor against tanks, so that is going to be easy peasy for Panda, and in fact it is. And there comes the Helix. Helix destroying all the stuff which is in the middle, not taking so many hits, and this was extremely beautiful to watch. Nicely done here by sCuBa, finishing off all these tanks, and still having these oil derricks to capture. So the capturing building upgrade was not so useless after all. 4th supply center went up for Panda. Gatling turret also for the defense going up. Not garrison bunker is sitting there. Battlemaster can freely harass the second supply. The Helix has no units inside, so the Battlemaster can chill here, but need to be careful here with the mines. sCuBa now going for the 2 oil derricks, and this time he will get them. Panda has nothing to stop that. He is now sending in some troops, but the 3 Battlemasters are securing that. We can see that the Red Guards also going for that oil refinery. ECM and Gatlings have to retreat, because that is too much. The garrison building is keeping the Battlemasters away from the Gatlings and the ECM, which is almost destroyed. Battlemaster blew up. I think he went into the mines. And lonely tank hunter still standing there. Okay, looking very good for Panda. He has lots of cash, and he is now going to destroy these two Oryx. Good thing he's doing that very early, without giving the sCuBa the chance to gather a lot of cash. Helix coming in, but there's this pesky Gatling turret, and the Helix needs to evacuate. The tank hunters go out, the Gatling turret falls, and the fourth supply is in danger. The supply trucks are going in for the kill, and Battlemaster managed to get through and destroy that dozer. Meanwhile, the Oryx are destroyed. Overlord is now in the mix, and overall, FunKyPanDa is doing pretty good. With 6,000 cash in his bank account, sCuBa is sitting on 2,000. And that building needs to go ASAP, otherwise it's going to destroy so many units of Panda. There are 4 Battlemasters sitting on the other end waiting for that destruction. And this is just sandwiching these tanks. Rockets from the left, nuke shots from the right, but these Battlemasters need to be very careful because of the detonation. And they are splitting up, sCuBa is splitting them up and doing some good hits here. In the meantime, the fourth supply has been destroyed, but an Overlord tank was able to stop the attack and the barracks survives. Helix coming back to the base to defend it, and all the tanks of Panda have been destroyed, but a serious damage was taken in sCuBa's base, and Panda is preparing for the next assault. You can see a Red Guard now capturing the bunker. Is always a nice thing to have because it gives you vision. The supply here still not taken by any of those two players. Fourth supply going up again for Panda. We have a command center for Panda now, and for sCuBa as well. Nuke bomber coming in, destroying the war factory and the propaganda center, but war factory is surviving actually. And the artillery strike destroying the main supply, almost the reactor, so that was a beautiful hit here. On the other side, I missed where the strike went of Panda, if he actually went ahead of the strike. If he did that, I didn't catch that. Infantry dying to the Gatling, and the Helix coming in of sCuBa. The army is out of the house, so sCuBa has free range to destroy everything. He destroys the war factory. The reactor is also destroyed. Second war factory going down. Panda taking serious hits here because of the Helix. And the Gatling out of range doesn't have the chain gun upgrade, and these tanks need to move in and do some damage. But oh, look at that, many Battlemasters but without the isotope upgrade, so if one blows up, that's going to be bye-bye for these 7 Battlemasters. Tanks now moving in, bunker is just being garrisoned up, and Helix is coming back from its vacation in Panda space, is surviving, has wetted up rockets inside, and yeah, now it looks very bad for Panda, but I think he has enough money to rebuild. But oh, look at that, money went all bye-bye, so looking good for sCuBa now. But these Battlemasters, like I said, need to be very, very careful. One misclick and all these tanks go boom. There are 6 tank hunters to actually do that, but there are ECMs in the mix, so I don't think the Battlemasters will be destroyed just now. There needs to be something more heavier than that. Okay, tanks moving in. The dozer is in danger, but luckily for Panda, he has a command center. So if Panda loses the dozer, it will not be such a big hit. But that supply is going down, and that means Panda is only sitting on one main supply without having the supply. There's the supply center, but in a weird position. War factory just going up, and I think sCuBa is taking that. We have a few more tanks coming in, but sCuBa is prepared. He also has a Black Lotus in his base. Black Lotus capturing the command center. Command center is forced to be sold. and Black Lotus goes down. So sCuBa without a radar now, without command. General sCuBa cannot command, but the experts do not need radar, they can play without radar just fine. And command center going up again now for sCuBa. He's sitting on 3000, still not going for that supply there at the bottom, at the top left I mean.
Our power is low.
Panda without any powers, 2500 in his bank account, just rebuilding, just a few tanks in his hand. And this looks dark, this looks very dark. sCuBa doing fine, has good map control here, is now moving in the middle, but Garrison is stopping him. Two garrisons here in the middle. There comes the defense, and this is nothing against that, so Panda, impressive army here for Panda in the middle. Another helix here, so sCuBa going for helixes the entire game. For me, a surprise is that FunKyPanDa still doesn't have the chain gun upgrade. Chain gun upgrade is so powerful against air units, but he just doesn't have that thing, and I think this is crippling him here a lot. That's going to be a sandwich fight. So these Panda units need to move back, they need to get into a nice position. These units moving back, why are they moving back? Overlord is going to be disabled. The Battlemasters can just rip that thing to pieces. And now sCuBa needs to be very careful, but he has the isotope upgrade, so it's okay to lose these things now. So good thing to have this upgrade. Really nice army for sCuBa. Also I like the mix. Battlemasters, ECMs and helixes. Really nice mix. Artillery strike coming in, going for that airfield and supply center and the barracks maybe. Also the nuke bomber going for these buildings, so that is going to be destroyed. No, the artillery strike went for that building. I think that was a war factory if I catch that. Bomber and artillery strike coming in from sCuBa now, going for the command center or maybe the supply. It's going for the command center, but is it going down? That's the question. Finishing off that glistening outpost and command center going down. Nice strike there with the general promotions. So FunKyPanDa without any command center, but it's okay because he just used his promotions, so not that big deal. Only losing cash, that's a big deal. We now have a helix for Panda as well. He just shot down a helix of sCuBa, and the helix going down because of the Gatling. That was not a smart move to go in with the helix, but he didn't have another choice because units standing in his base, and that's the GG. Panda is writing down GG and is surrendering in a minute, I think. Last man coming in of Panda. And sCuBa is now finishing off the last dozer. No dozer left for Panda. Finishing units coming in. And yeah, final strike here by yeah, Panda. Okay, I think both players are toying with each other right now. And that was a beautiful match. 14 minutes, action-packed and really nice back and forth, and that is something I really do like. And there's a GG. Panda takes the first win here in this match, and this is a best of 3, so sCuBa is not out of that match yet. So let's proceed to the second match. Okay, so I'm right now looking at the recording, and I noticed that I completely messed up the whole commentary with the winner and the loser by announcing it completely wrong, by writing down the standings completely wrong. I didn't notice that, so I apologize here at this point for completely messing it up, and I hope you still enjoy the commentary though, but the standings are completely messed up, so sorry about that, and let's proceed to the second match. And we are now in the second match, and I messed up again with the music. I'm sorry for the music, but let's proceed with the second match between FunKyPanDa and sCuBa. We now are looking at a stealthy mirror between both players on melting snow created by Relax and Voodoo Banshee. It looks like sCuBa is going for that middle very quickly, and Panda is going for the double supply and is playing it safe. No fast aggression in the middle. But there it is, there's the worker, but not a fast worker, it's just a slow worker, not the first one. And sCuBa here with the advantage, having the worker in the middle faster, so let's see if he's using this advantage or if he's just going here towards some strange position and building a sneaky tunnel there. FunKyPanDa arrived and is now placing down a tunnel. sCuBa still running, so it looks like he is placing down a tunnel network there. 2 supplies going up, the arms dealer is at 25% and the arms dealer of FunKyPanDa is quicker, and we can see a terrorist, so we are going to see a terror attack in any second. Tunnel is up, and we need to keep in mind this is a stealth mirror, so all the tunnels are stealthed. Worker going into that building because sCuBa realized he was too late to build something there. And there's the tunnel, so FunKyPanDa needs to be very careful because of that thing here. He has a tunnel there, but only one tunnel against all these quads. Not going to be enough. These rockets going to that building and they will spot that there's something fishy going on. Technical coming in with all the terrorists blowing up the own technical and finishing off that tunnel network. Rockets will finish off that GLA hole. Worker going in here on the bottom, building a sneaky nothing there. But he's repairing the building and sending a rocket inside that building. Nice choice there. The thing we see on Relax maps is that Relax likes to place down damaged buildings so that the player has to repair them first, or has hurt buildings in the beginning to fight with. We see promoted technicals for sCuBa, killing these 2 RPGs in an instant. That was nice to watch. And in the meantime we can see that FunKyPanDa has engaged some troubles here. I think that was a technical with some terrorists inside. I missed that action, I'm very sorry. I should keep an eye on the map more often. More garrison fights here, and a small attack by FunKyPanDa against technicals. This is a heavy strike. Technicals do not have that much armor. But that quad cannon is going to fall, and this forces Panda to retreat into his tunnel network. He needs more quad cannons to be able to do more damage against these technicals. Once these technicals are wetted up and scrapped up, this is going to be a pain in the ass for FunKyPanDa to fight against. Worker coming in here, going to build another tunnel network on the rails and maybe a supply stash there, which is going to be camouflaged, I hope so at least. Technicals against the quads, finishing off these quads, and is one technical going for the scrap? And yes, there's technical going for the scrap, but being shot instantly by the quads. Nice reaction there by Panda, seeing what's going on and instantly firing on the unit. That was a bait there. Nice bait there by the FunKyPanDa player here. Supply stash very hurting. He's now repairing it, sCuBa. And another tunnel going up there. We can see that FunKyPanDa has now established his third supply stash in the middle. Oideric is still not being captured, and we can see a lot of quads being shot there by sCuBa. sCuBa now has quads by himself, and he is destroying that pesky tunnel in his base, making sure that his base is clean of any Panda units. And I think he successfully managed to do that. Also nice fortification here with the tunnel, but no garrison there anymore. Tunnel just going up, and sCuBa is going to see that. He is going to build another tunnel there, or he maybe is going to place down a demo trap next to that worker. We will see. In the meantime, we can see an attack coming in from the top. Worker is not going to build a demo trap, but just passing by, and nice garrison here with that one rocket. Finishing off that tunnel, maybe Toxin Tractor is going to be needed there. More tunnels going up there, and Panda really needs to make sure that this fortification is going out of his base area. This tunnel is going to be spotted by FunKyPanDa. Good reaction there, not letting his opponent build up that tunnel. Otherwise, this would be a pasty thing in his base. We can now see a second arm stealer going up for Panda, and maybe a palace for sCuBa? No palace yet. I'm surprised we are not going to see a palace yet, but okay. Technical coming in, and he sees all the green, what's coming to his base, and Panda really needs to defend this. He has a nice army by himself, but sCuBa has a lot of RPGs, so these RPGs can really do some damage. Technical coming in from behind with some terrorists, but terrorists are being shot by the quads. Nice defend by Panda, but in the end losing all of its quads. But sCuBa is forced to retreat, but he's building up another tunnel there in the back, and Panda really needs to do something now. But with the two arm stealers, he is going to have enough army to defend this position, because sCuBa doesn't have two arm stealers. He has only one arm stealer and one barracks, and he must be sitting on a lot of cash. No, he isn't, but he's building a lot of units. Oil being shot here by FunKyPanDa. He is not interested in capturing that oil. We can see more tunnels there, maybe? No. So sCuBa tried to do an attempt on keeping these units away from the oil derrick, but failed to do so. Oil derrick is gone, no more oil in this match. And we can see a rebel is running towards the oil, so it was the plan of sCuBa to capture that, and he also has the upgrades, so yeah, that was wasted money there for the beginning, but in the end, when he has rebel ambush, the capture building upgrade will come in handy again. But for now, the 1000 cash could have been used on a second arm stealer or a palace. We see a fake arm stealer now. And more tunnels going up here for FunKyPanDa. We have a lot of troops coming in from FunKyPanDa, but against this tunnel he is having a hard time, and without the RPGs in the back, the quads of sCuBa are finishing off these quads, not with ease, but successfully, by losing a lot of quads by himself. But this was a successfully defend. The problem for sCuBa is that Panda has the middle under his control. He's getting a crazy amount of cash, and therefore FunKyPanDa is ahead with the economy, and is ahead with the production, and is overall ahead with the tech. FunKyPanDa now managing to destroy the tunnels here, and there is no defense coming in from sCuBa, so that is going to be a successful destruction here. I wonder why the tunnel is not shooting. No, it's shooting, and the quads are coming out. FunKyPanDa is shooting on them, destroying all the quads, and successfully managed to destroy all the quads there. Tunnel going down, only one tunnel left in the garrison, and I think FunKyPanDa knows that that thing is there. So black market is up, but a fake one. We can see that there was a rebel trying to get through there, but there are two tunnels standing there. And now FunKyPanDa knows for sure that there's a tunnel. He has rocket buggies in his arsenal, and he is going to make sure that this tunnel is going to be erased from this position. In the meantime, in sCuBa's base, we can see a command center going up, and we have a second arm stealer now, a real one for sCuBa. So sCuBa also now going for the army production, but the problem is he doesn't have the money to afford that, and he will soon run out of money in 5 minutes or so. So he needs to do something against that fortress, otherwise he's going to lose that game. Technical coming in, and I think he has a worker inside. And there's still this tunnel scaffold, so he's going to send a worker here to the tunnel scaffold. Is going to finish that. But if FunKyPanDa has a radar... No, it's out of the radar. Wow, it's just out of range. That's a lucky placement there. Technical now here at the top, trying to kill some workers, but they're all boxed in. We can see some units moving to the base of sCuBa. There's no tunnel next to them, so this tunnel is going to do massive amount of damage against these troops with the units inside. But sCuBa instead decides to defend his base, which is also a nice decision, not going for the base raid, finishing off all the rocket buggies. That was not careful by FunKyPanDa, losing all of his buggies. Unfortunate, very unfortunate, and this will cost him the attack here. Nice attack and nice defend by sCuBa. He now is going back into the tunnel, rebuilding his supply stash there maybe, and sending all of his units out of this structure. There we have it. Tunnel is popping out all of these quads, and FunKyPanDa now has a problem because all of his units are destroyed, and I'm not sure if he has backup. He has a bus, but bus instantly going down. That was a bad pop-up. That was really bad. Losing the tunnel. Now there's no tunnel here to pop out some units. 2 rocket buggies only there to defend that base. Palace is not secured. And we can see 3 rocket soldiers chilling there. So very, very bad situation for FunKyPanDa. He has the middle, but he's losing his main position now. More tunnels going up at the top, but tunnels alone are not going to save him. What he needs now is army, and that thing he does not have right now. Another tunnel is going up there. sCuBa tunneling himself through that base. Palace is now secured and camouflaged. So sCuBa will very soon run against a brick wall here, which is called a garrisoned and camouflaged palace. Palace is now opening fire. These quads need to move back. They are finishing off the quads of Panda, but losing a few quads by himself. And yeah, they need to move back. Tunnel is destroyed, but that is the stop. This is where Panda draws the line and says no more from here on. And now is rebuilding his stuff. Luckily for Panda, he has enough money. Panda, I mean, and sCuBa doesn't have so much money. But what he has right now is the opportunity to build a supply stash here, but I'm not sure if this is worth it, because there's only 2,700 worth in cash on that thing. 2 supply stashes are almost depleted here for sCuBa. That one at the bottom has a lot of supplies left, but that at the top is going to be depleted now, any second. With the oil rig gone, this means sCuBa needs to place down a few black markers. He is tacking up now at minute 13. And FunKyPanDa already has a few black markets by on his own, so FunKyPanDa way ahead in this match. Also, the middle uncontested, under his control. sCuBa had no attempt to destroy that middle. Instead went for that main base. Rocket buggy now slowly picking off the radar van, and was successfully doing so. There was a terror attack trying to destroy the palace, but unsuccessfully. Now the battle bus coming in, killing all the quads. Palace going down, but it remains in the whole mode and can rebuild. sCuBa lost so much stuff, and if we compare the 2 players, this attack was not that good for sCuBa, because FunKyPanDa successfully managed to destroy all that stuff, has a lot of cash in his bank account, has a lot of opportunity to gain more cash, and therefore the more sCuBa loses, the more it's going to throw him back in the game. sCuBa, I mean. Main supply is now depleted, so these 2 arms dealers cannot be pumping anymore. sCuBa needs more income. He needs to build black markets, but I don't think FunKyPanDa is going to let him do so. And this was a nice demo trap. 4 quad cannons being destroyed there. Really nice placement by sCuBa. That was a sexy demo trap. That was beautiful for the eyes. And we can see the middle is also now running out of supplies, and the FunKyPanDa also now needs to rely on black markets. He has the opportunity to build a supply stage there. It's worth it for him, because this one is secure. Only these 2 free tunnels are still remaining there, but it shouldn't be a problem for FunKyPanDa to destroy these tunnels. We can see 5,000 cash for FunKyPanDa, and we can see 5,000 for sCuBa as well, so surprisingly enough he has money. I thought he is bankrupt, but he's now establishing his money production. He's building up these black markets. In the meantime, FunKyPanDa is gaining more and more map control and is building more and more black markets. What I would like to see is more angry mobs here on this battlefield with AK-47s. Worker running into his death, almost running into his death. Buzz is now moving in, and I think he is searching for some lucky kills, but he needs to be very careful with the demo traps. Know that he ran into one. Nice quad attack here from the back. So Worker managed to rebuild the tunnel there. That is really nice to have that hidden tunnel in the back of FunKyPanDa's base, destroying that arms dealer. And FunKyPanDa, surprisingly enough, doesn't have so much army there. But it was escaping, killing some units there. And the second supply of sCuBa is also now going to be depleted. He has 1 black market, that's it. 2 more in production now. But with 1 black market, that is not going to be enough against FunKyPanDa. Once sCuBa loses all of his quads and rocket buggies, this is going to be the GG. Okay, we now have GPS Scrambler, that is good. And let's see what they are going to pick off. We have a tunnel there, but I believe there are a lot of battle buses inside. And battle buses against quads, we all know that the quads are going to be demolished there. Moving in here on the top, but there are enough tunnels. Holy shit, these are a lot of tunnels, and these quads are going to be destroyed. The only thing Panda needs to do right now is going to search for a nice engagement point to pick all these quads off. sCuBa knows that he is going back, he's searching for a nice angle to attack, but there are not enough angles there. Workers all dying, and FunKyPanDa is now looking with his Mordor eye here on that, with his Sauron eye, and he sees what's there, and with his eye pointed at this location, he is now going to pick these tunnels off with the 2 battle buses. 2 battle buses needs to be careful, because 1 quad pop could be devastating. And there's the quad pop. The battle bus is going to be destroyed, but sCuBa is losing 5 quad cannons there, or 6 quad cannons. That was not worth it. And I think sCuBa knows it, and I think he's writing the GG now down now. 19 minutes in, and I don't see any comeback here for sCuBa. FunKyPanDa now gathering all his units around, preparing for the final assault. We can see that the tunnel here is still there. sCuBa is hitting the X key to spread his quads out to not have this happening again with his quads, losing 6 to the battle buses. You can now see that quads here at the second supply stash of sCuBa attacking, losing 1 quad to the tunnels. There's no battle bus support there, only the battle bus here on top harassing these quads. No German Cal, surprisingly, to take that battle bus out. There's a demo trap. The battle bus almost ran to the demo trap. That was very close here for FunKyPanDa. And I'm really wondering where the German Cal is to snipe that battle bus, but maybe there's a German Cal for FunKyPanDa as well to kill the other German. Who knows? Quad's trying to get in there, but they need to be very careful. Battle bus now coming dangerously close to the demo trap detonating, doing only some damage to the battle bus. sCuBa should have waited. Black market being sold. Quartz cannot destroy that thing in time. sCuBa is getting back the cash from that building. 1,250 I think is this cell worth. And sCuBa only on that what we see here left, and he is about to lose his command center. He still has his sneaky tunnels here in the back base, and FunKyPanDa sitting on 7,000 cash. In the meantime, sCuBa on only 700. This is what all he has, 8 quartz, that's what he has. And there's the toxin bomb, and this is going to be devastating here. sCuBa only able to pop out from the sneaky tunnels in the base of FunKyPanDa, also losing his radar van. And I think we will see a sneaky assault now by sCuBa, maybe here or maybe there. I wonder why FunKyPanDa still not managed to destroy these things. Especially this thing here right there. Worker coming dangerously close to the toxin. But being shot by the quad. Giving the quad $40. With $40 you can buy a really nice game on Steam. So really good of that worker to give the quad that cash. So quad cannon driver can buy good games. Okay, 3 battle buses. This is going to be the end for sCuBa. With 8 quartz, he cannot destroy 3 full battle buses. Battle buses don't even care about the toxin shit. They just go in, they just finish these tunnels, and once this tunnel is gone, the whole base will be gone. Maybe this one will save the ass of sCuBa, but I'm not very sure about that. And there's the pop. Last pop for sCuBa, losing all of his quartz. Quartz going down because of the battle buses, and this is going to be the GG. 2 quartz left. There they come. 2 quartz now being destroyed. 3 battle buses still alive. There comes the sneak attack. Toxin bomb here for sCuBa, and the battle buses going out of the range of the toxin shit, healing themselves up maybe in a tunnel. Or with junk repair, whatever, and sCuBa is throwing down the GG. He surrenders, and this makes it 2-0 for FunKyPanDa. No, 1-1. 2-0? 2-0 for FunKyPanDa. What's strange about this is that there's a third game. Maybe I messed this up. I casted this game. Why is there a third game if this is 2-0? Am I missing something? Let's check the score. Panda 2 now. sCuBa 0. Theoretically this would be the GG, but I guess the players were unable to name the replays correctly. I don't know, but let's watch the third replay. Why not? Okay, so in the third game we see TD, Tournament Desert, a GLA Toxin mirror here for both players. sCuBa here on the top and FunKyPanDa at the bottom. So let's watch that thing. Not very sure what these players are doing here with 2-0 for Panda, but whatever, let's just watch that. Maybe I'm messing up something. Maybe I'm the stupid person here right now, I don't know. Okay, FunKyPanDa not going with the first worker to the middle, but with the third, I think. sCuBa as well, so both players not going for the middle fast. Tunnel going up there, and sCuBa is also going to throw down a tunnel there, I believe. Here's the tunnel for sCuBa, and we can see a boxed in supply stash there with a white boxing here, but I think a technical can go through there at the top if I'm not missing anything. Here's the worker just chilling in front of that toxin tunnel, now realizing it and building a demo trap there, but this is too late. The demo trap and the worker will be wasted, and there it goes. And yeah, This is also TD Classic, by the way, with the 2 supplies next to each other. This is the TD Classic version. Also with a wide open middle. It's only something you have in the TD General's vanilla version. Technical now with 4 or 5 terrorists inside, making its way up to the top. Or maybe no terrorists, but a Toxin Rebel in a weird position. There it's coming, and it's going to be denied eventually. No, it's getting back, and there's terrorist not doing anything. That was a nice try though, by trying to bait the technical into the terrorist. There's a second technical to deny that. Harassment technical with 2 terrorists inside. Only one there, but there were 2 inside in total. sCuBa going for the oil grab very quickly in the beginning. He has both oils secured and is gaining now a lot of cash through that. He didn't went for the second supply stash, instead for 2 supplies, 1 supply stash, 2 oil rigs, 1 supply stash. So good move there by sCuBa. 2 quads, 1 toxin tractor. But this is not going to be enough against that tunnel. But the tractor is going to be able to destroy all the units which come out there while the quads doing the damage. But like I said, quads are not enough against this tunnel, but doing good damage here to that tunnel. Toxin tractor still alive, and the building is shooting on that tunnel, destroying it, and the technicals now coming in to destroy that toxin tractor, bring it down, maybe scrapping up. Yep, he's scrapping up. And sCuBa now establishing his next supply stash. Nice drop here with the rebel, killing that RPG in the building. And sCuBa now gaining a lot of cash here. And now with the second supply stash going up, he has a lot of cash. Quad barely managed to get into that tunnel. We can see a supply stash here in the middle, so 3 supply stashes for FunKyPanDa it is. FunKyPanDa really needs to destroy these 2 oil rigs now as quick as he can. Otherwise sCuBa will gain so much cash through that. Nice rebel drop here with the tactical. And we can see more RPGs going to the tunnel. Really nice GLA mirror here by both players. I really like to see that. Tunnel going up, and the tactical is not going to be able to deny that. We have Scorpions with Scorpion rockets shooting at the tactical being destroyed. No units inside. This was just a scouting and harassing tactical. Panda now successfully managed to build up 3 supply stashes. He's securing his middle supply, but is facing now a large group of infantry of sCuBa. He has no rebel here to spray that building, and sCuBa is checking out if there's a rebel inside or not, and now he realizes there's no rebel inside, so he sends all RPGs inside that building, is destroying that. FunKyPanDa is now doing the same by himself, but it's too late, and the building is being destroyed. FunKyPanDa now sending his units here to defend his position, but not in time. That building now is starting to shoot down that building, and it's going down. FunKyPanDa needs to click on that building to do an attack. Now he's destroying that building while he can. We see a lot of Scorpions here now for sCuBa, pumping out of 2 arms stealers. No palace yet, even though he has the cash for it, I bet. 2,500, yes, he has the cash, but he's not doing so. He has 3 supply stashes now and 2 oil rigs. That is a lot of income for sCuBa. I think he can pump out units out of 5 or 6 arms dealers now without having any production stop. Tunnel on the left finished, but there is a tunnel still there. Palace going up, and FunKyPanDa still not out of this game yet. He still has a good amount of units, he has a good amount of income, but sCuBa has more income than his opponent. And also he's heavily relying on Scorpion tanks. I hope Panda is aware of that and is countering that with some scorpions of his own. Let's see. Palace at 50%, still no palace for sCuBa. Maybe a third or fourth arms dealer would be come in handy for sCuBa. Or maybe a 6th arms dealer. He has so much cash. And he's building a palace instead in the middle. And is going to secure that right supply just in a moment. And he's sending a Toxin Rebel to that building, I think. Units now going for that palace, at least trying to do so, but there are a shit ton of scorpions coming in and successfully destroying 2 tanks there without losing any units. Palace under attack, and sCuBa really needs to defend that. He does not want to lose that palace. And Palace still alive with 1 HP left, and it's being blown up, and sCuBa loses 2,500, but he can afford the lose. Technical coming in, trying to go for that Oilderek. Nice attempt, but failed. Palace going up here at the top now, and sCuBa without any tech, still at minute 7. Tech is up for FunKyPanDa. We are going to see some crashing now with tech units. Another technical coming in with the terrorists, this time blowing up the Oilderek just barely. And this puts sCuBa on 1 Oilderek left. 5 tunnels here, so this is going to be a lot of difficult to destroy that Oilderek. But good attempt of FunKyPanDa going for these Oildereks. We have a large blob on the map for sCuBa. sCuBa is pumping out so many units. He's sitting on 5,000 cash while FunKyPanDa is sitting on 4,500. And sCuBa has a 3rd arms dealer now. He's pumping out like there is no tomorrow. And is also almost finished with his palace, which will give him angry mobs and rocket buggies and battle buses. Maybe use Gutstorm as well. This is all what we have on Panda's side. A joke against sCuBa's army. And we can see battle buses are here in preparation. So as soon as the palace goes up, battle buses will stream out of the arms dealers. Shit ton of scorpions here now in the attack mode. They can destroy this army very, very easy. And in fact, they are destroying it very easy. And sCuBa really destroying everything there. There's the battle bus, but battle buses do not have any chance. It's gone against a lot of scorpion, rocket scorpions. But if you do it right, you can pick off 5, 6, 7 scorpions, of course. But if the scorpions all shoot at once, the battle bus will be destroyed very quickly. But FunKyPanDa, really good choice there with the attack from a good angle. And there are the battle buses, there are the RPGs, so 3 battle buses it is for sCuBa. Maybe we are also going to see a German Kell hop into that bus. Let's see. Black market's now going up for Panda, and this command center for sCuBa. No black market yet, so it looks like he's not going for rocket buggies now. That building is sprayed, nice choice. And let's see, well, let's wait for the final blow. And I think this was the 2nd game and not the 3rd game. And maybe the event host or the players renamed the replay wrong. I'm not very sure, but it looks like a wrong replay name. So they fooled me, and I didn't check the replay in beforehand, so I'm sorry if that now spoiled the outcome for you. It spoiled it for me as well. That is not good. Okay, there comes the final strike from the middle, but running directly into the palace. Now we need a combined force here of sCuBa to bring that fortress down. BattleBus coming in, picking off some Scorpions from the side, but there's a Toxin Rebel ambush, killing that BattleBus. Really nicely done there. Bring it to the whole mode. Once it's in the whole mode, it's not being affected so much by the Toxin spray. Okay, 3 BattleBuses from the left. Tunnel going down there, and the Scorpions eating up the base from the inside now. That palace is holding away these units from destroying that main base. But the markets are going down for sure, and sCuBa just is all over the place here on the map. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a Scud Storm now. But there is no Scud Storm. Command center also not being continued to build by FunKyPanDa, and things going down. There's a demo trap there, a lonely demo trap. More units streaming in, and I think sCuBa just pressed double Q to select all units on the map and just went with the attack key to FunKyPanDa's base. Palace is now shooting, but against all these units, no chance at all that Palace is going to fall, and FunKyPanDa surrenders. And that is the 2v1 for FunKyPanDa. So FunKyPanDa moves on, sCuBa is out of the mirror tournament, and this was nicely to watch, very nice to watch, really nice games, and I really enjoyed watching them. Okay, this has been your cncHD. You are right now watching the mirror tournament hosted by Laikizi, who also sponsored $50 for that tournament. So big thanks to Laikizi for hosting that tournament and spending so much cash on that tournament. Okay, until next time, this is your cncHD. Have a good one. Bye bye. Okay, to again correct my mistake, sCuBa is of course not out of the tournament. He won 2-1 against Panda, and sCuBa now is in the second round. Panda is out, and like I said, in the middle I completely messed it up. I apologize here at this point again for messing it up and completely announcing it wrong and accusing the players of naming their replays wrong, and the event host also accusing him. I apologize here, it was my mistake, and sCuBa proceeds to the second round and Panda is out. Okay, I thank you very much for watching, till the next time, bye bye.